Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a fun one. So I've decided to gather up makeup that one, I haven't used in a while. Two is a product or products that is part of a bigger product, i.e. eyeshadow palettes and colors in those palettes I haven't used. And three, products that I haven't used at all. A lot of times I will do mass hauls of makeup and end up not using a lot of the products that I got from those hauls because I usually stick to what I truly love, and that's kind of bad because I'm kind of just wasting makeup if I don't use them. So I don't have a specific theme or color in mind. I'm just gonna dabble into everything I have here. This look may be a very glam look. There are gonna be products in this that I use on the regular basis, and it's just staple products that I can't really replace because I don't have any other products to replace it with. And yeah, so I don't know how this is gonna turn out, so without further ado, let's just get straight into the video. My skin's been going through it this week. I don't know if you can tell, but it's kind of, mostly it's just red in certain areas. And then I don't know, I think this is stress-related eczema, but it doesn't feel like eczema. It could be dermatitis. So I have to go to a doctor or a dermatologist to actually figure that out. And I'll let you guys know, but it is flaring up again. I had a really nice week last week where it wasn't there and I thought it went away, but it's coming back. And I haven't really found anything that works for it. I've just recently tried this little sample that I got. It's called ASAP or ASAP. This is an Australian brand, a skincare brand, and they sent me this soothing gel with aloe vera. And of course aloe vera is good for inflammatory and also really good at soothing, you know, redness and irritated skin. So I thought that I'll try this out on my lids and see how it goes. We'll see if it actually works or not. Anyways, into the makeup, a product that I haven't used in yonks, like years, even before I started with YouTube, is my MAC Studio Fix Fluid. I haven't used this in a while because, one, it's not my shade. This is in NW35 and I'm more, I'm definitely warm. But when I went and had this shade match, I was much warmer than I am now. But 35 is too dark. Like, it's too dark on me. Well, not that dark. I mean, you look in the bottle, it actually kind of suits me. But it is too dark when it goes on skin because it actually oxidizes on my skin. So you're probably wondering why I'm gonna use something that is too dark for my skin. Well, I am gonna put in my Australis adjusting drops. These are the lightening one, and of course I've been using this heaps with my Fenty Beauty foundation and it works well for my skin. So I wanted to see if it would actually go really well with the MAC foundation. See if I actually do need to go and get the shade match properly again, or if I can just make do with these two products. The MAC foundation is a little drying on my skin, and my skin, I don't really want it to make it too dry or too matte today. So I am going to mix in another product that I've been using a lot. This is the Bring On Bright Illuminating Primer from Mecca Max. I just like the illumination that this gives, and it feels great on my skin, and also it smells amazing. So I'm going to mix these three together and come up with a concoction. So I'm going to go 2 pumps on the back of my hand. As you can see, it's really not even my hand shade. I don't like the smell of this foundation though. It really is, it reminds you so much of like burnt plastic in a way. Well, for me anyways. And like old woman's perfume mixed into it. So I'm gonna add in, I'll say like 1, 2 drops. Yeah, definitely need another drop. I like doing this because it reminds me of chemistry. And I mean, I wasn't like the best at chemistry in high school, but I loved the idea of mixing things to get other things. It also comes down to art as well, because you mix colors and you know, you get other colors and stuff like that. So I really like doing that. Okay, so this is a little lighter than I would like it to be, but that's okay. I don't mind it being that light. I mean, I might put in or just even like a little drop just to even it out a little. But yeah, I had this foundation. I know you're supposed to throw it out. When? Let's see. It doesn't say when you're supposed to throw it out. Oh, here. It says that its life is 24 months. Which is a year. Oh no, 2 years. But I had this foundation. This is one of my first high-end foundations ever. Or actually, it is my only. Well, no. It is my first high-end foundation ever. And I've had it since I was 17. And I am 22 now. But, you know, it's a whole bottle. I'm not going to just throw it out. Especially if it's been airtight and hasn't been used or, you know, anything like that. So don't judge. So I'm going to add in the primer now. And I'm going to put not too much. Oh, it smells much better now. And then I will go in and just dot it onto my skin. So I'm going to go in with my new beauty blender, which finally has came. Well, I got two, but this is the one that I'm using. And like a dumbass, I used this beauty blender 3 days ago, and I got into the habit of not washing it right after using it. So I kind of didn't wash this beauty blender, as you can see. So there's a different foundation on there. So I'm going to start blending this in, and hopefully it sits on the skin well. I haven't used this foundation in a long time, so I don't remember its finish, and I don't remember its consistency. I mean, the consistency probably changed a bit because of all the stuff I added in, but hopefully it will look good on the skin. The color is matching me well. So this video's kind of gone into a chit chat kind of video, so that's okay because I wanted to kind of just update you on my life and see how, you know, everyone's doing and let you know what's really going on with me. The good thing is I've been much more motivated recently to continue with these videos. There was a time where I didn't feel as motivated to film, and I think that just leads down to laziness and just not really feeling like, you know, anyone's watching my videos. I didn't feel like I really should bother filming, but that was before my surgery. Back then I kept trying and stuff and trying to do videos that would probably please people or something like that. Well, I didn't actually really do that, but I had that mentality in my head. Now I'm just having fun. It's just at the end of the day, I am trying to make quality videos for you guys to watch and to enjoy. So I'm hoping that you guys are enjoying my content, and yeah, give me some tips on how to improve and what you want to actually see. It's nice to receive those messages, so, you know, it kind of gives me an idea of what you guys, it gives me an idea of what you guys expect from me, and I enjoy that. So I'm looking at this foundation closely, and it looks nice on the skin. It doesn't really cover up my pores, but it doesn't just cling to the hairs I have on my face, the fluff I have on my face. It's definitely not cakey, and the MAC smell is gone. It's now just the Mecca Max primer, so that's good. It looks nice on the skin. I don't need to bring it down my neck because it matches my neck pretty well. So yeah, I'm loving it, so I'm gonna just leave it there. So I'm really loving this combination on my skin, and I would definitely be using this more in the future. So this gets a tick of approval from me. So the next step is to do my eyebrows, and I would usually always go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade. This is in Ebony. I used to use the Brow Wiz in Granite, and I love it so much, but I just haven't had time to buy another one, and I find that it runs out too quickly for my taste. It's a bit small, but as a alternative to the Brow Wiz, I'm gonna use eyebrow pencils. So I got two here. This one is a Rimmel one, but it's very good for a drugstore eyebrow pencil. It's a bit much more soft and waxier than the Brow Wiz, so it doesn't really set on your skin as fast as the Brow Wiz, and then throughout the day it actually does move. The other one I have is the Essence Eyebrow Designer, and if you remember, I bought this during my $50 price zone haul. It really looks nice on the skin, and it's in black, so yeah, I like this one more, so I think I'm gonna go in with this one. It's less waxy but more powdery, so it actually looks really nice in the brow, and also this brow pencil is easier to draw brow hairs with, but I'm gonna go for a very soft brow today. So I'm gonna brush the hair in the direction I want it to go, and then I'll just fill in where I need to with this pencil. So I definitely do want to get my eyebrows feather tattooed again, or microblading. The place that I go is the original Brow Witch. Amy is amazing at doing brows. I hear that she has machine brows now, so she can do the normal microblading, which is by hand, and then she has a machine brow which can give you, I think, a combo brows or 2 stardust brows. Mine has been staying on pretty well, It really depends on your skin type and how your skin retains the pigments. It is November now and I had mine done in March, so 8 months or so. So yeah, but I think by the 12-month mark I will need to get mine done again. Of course, microblading is not for everyone because yes, it is very expensive, and combo brows is about $650, and that's also with the perfecting appointment in a month as well. So you get 2 appointments, but it's $650 compared to, I think it's like, it used to be $400, but now it's like $550 or something for normal microblading. I can't really say you should shop around for a good price, because one, you should look at the technician's work and see how good their work is, and also ask for their credentials and see how long they've been doing it. So you need to look at all that first before you can kind of just look at the price. Because the price, although it could be really cheap, it could be really shit as well. But that's just my preference, and that's just what works for me, and who works for me, and who I get along with, and how the brow looks on me. Yeah, but definitely do your research, and I hope you guys will get the brows that you guys always wanted. A lot of people do ask about the pain for microblading. It doesn't really hurt. The numbing cream works really well, but the more you add the numbing cream on, it kind of stings the areas that's already been microbladed. But you can definitely ask for the numbing cream during, like if it starts fading off and you can start feeling the pain, because it's kind of like scratches on your face. I mean, like towards the end is when your eyebrow area is definitely very sensitive, so you can actually feel it more even with numbing cream on. I have a really high pain tolerance, so it actually doesn't bother me if it hurts. So the next 2 products that I have, I don't have anything new. I don't really have anything that I haven't used before, and I don't have anything that I haven't used in a while, because it's, I'm getting really teary, because there's not something in my eye, but it's just where the light is really glaring on your eyes. Sorry about that. Anyways, so one of the products I have been doing forever, it's one of the first makeup products I ever started doing on my face, and the other one is one that I started doing just recently. And of course, what I'm talking about is highlighting and contouring. For contour, I always use the Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit, and recently I've been adding in the Fenty Beauty Mash Stick in Mocha. It comes with the set, and I've just been using it because it works well on my skin, and I don't know, I just like it really. I like putting a cream down before I put powder. It looks nice on my skin. So as you can see, this is Mocha, the one I've always been using to contour on my face. And then this is the highlight that I use. This is Bamboo. And so I just do the standard highlighting and contouring on my face. And then I go in with my beauty blender, and I always start with my concealer, blend that out first, and then I blend out my contour. So as you can see, I skipped ahead and did my contouring and baking off camera, because it's products that I've always used, my Laura Mercier powder, my contour kit, and it's all the same technique and all that. I left all this powder on because now I'm going to move on to the eyes, and it would help catch any fallout. So a product that I haven't used yet, and I bought quite a few weeks ago, it was about like 2 months or so, is the Morphe 25B palette, and I haven't used it at all. I have been using the Copper Spice because it has colors that I like in there. There are colors in here that I like as well, but I just haven't had time to dabble into them, so that's what we're going to do today. Also, I have featured this on my channel recently, but this is the Sephora shopping bag palette, whatever you want to call it. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but it's really cheap, and it comes with an array of colors in the palette, so I might dip into some of these. The purples are calling to me. I kind of feel like I want to do a purple gold kind of color eye look. I'm not sure, so that's why I just wanted to kind of see my options and kind of figure out what to use. I'm just going to go into the 25B palette and get a transition shades from here. Hardly any fallout or any kickback. I have set my concealer that I put on my lid, so it's all ready for shadows. I think I want to do another halo eye. I don't know, it just suited my eyes so much and I enjoyed doing it, so I'm going to just deepen that. As you can see, the first color I use is this one, and just to deepen it, I'm going to go into this one. And I think now I'm going to switch over to some light shades of purple. Just to start off this look, I'm going to go into this one and then this one. I'm gonna grab it on a blending brush. Dip it in. Ooh, this is a nice shade. And I'm just gonna put this a little lower, but all across the lid. Well, not across the lid, but all across the eye. And then I'm gonna go in with a flat brush and dip into this deeper, well, not deeper, but this purple right here. It's much more darker, but it's not deep. It's very bright. And I'm just gonna put this here. I think I'm gonna go back into the 25B and grab some of these purpley shades. Well, this one here. This one here. So I'm gonna go in with the gold that is in the 25B palette because I have a different idea of what I'm gonna put on top. And the product that I want to put on top is gold, but it's not like bronzy gold. It's kind of like a white gold. So I feel like it will go really well on top just to add a bit more bling. So first I'm gonna get a packing brush and then I'm gonna spray it with setting spray, and then I'm gonna dip into this gold and put it all over my eyelids. And then onto my eyelids, I want to go in with the Stila Magnificent Metals Glitter and Glow Liquid Eyeshadow. This is in Smoky Storm. This color kind of comes out a bit more, it's not really golden as you can see, it's more like a white gold, but I feel like it will go really well with the eyes, will contrast it really well as well. So yeah, and I just really want to test it out and see if it actually, if it's as beautiful as everyone claims it to be, you know what I mean? And apparently I can go in with my finger to blend out the edges. So now I'm going to go in with my MAC Smolder eyeliner pencil. As you can see, it's well loved, it's so small. But I am going to just etch it along my waterline, well, along my lash line first. And then using a flat brush, I'm just going to blend that liner out. So I'm going to go in with this purple, and I'm going to use the purple to go under the eye and help blend out the black shadow, or the black liner. And then further out on the perimeter, I'm just going to go back into this palette, and I'm going to grab my transition shades. And I'm just going to lightly dust them along the edge. So I'm going to go off camera now and do my mascara as well as put lashes on. The lash I will be wearing is the Lash Warriors A14. These are long and fluttery, but they have a lot of space in between, so it will show off this eye look really well. So yeah, I'll be right back and then we'll continue on with the rest of the face. And now we can finally move on to highlighting. So for highlighting, I have my Ride Dye, which is my Jouer Skinny Dip, as well as my Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Opal. Those are the two that I really love to use. But today, I'm finally going to be using two products, or maybe just one, or maybe three, I'm not exactly sure. These were products that I was going to do in a first impression review, but I ended up not using them because they were creams and I had a different look in mind. So today, I'm going to be going in with the Fenty Beauty Matchstick highlighting sticks, and the one I have is Tripping, which is this beautiful kind of glittery peachy shade or orangey shade. I might use this as a blush actually. And then the other one I have is Unicorn, which is the one that everyone's dying over, this purpley one. And if it doesn't work out as a highlight, I can put this somewhere through my eyes, I guess, I'm not sure, but I will see. Well, first I want to swatch it, because I haven't even been able to do this. Oh yeah. And I'm gonna get it on my beauty blender. Do you see anything? I don't. I might just go like this. It's so much more peachy in the tube and on my hands, but on the skin it goes like golden. Okay, that's kind of a flop. I mean, I might just use it as a highlight as well. So I'm gonna go in with my Fenty Beauty highlighter, and this is the Lightning Dust and Fire Crystal one, so the lightest of the four. And I'm gonna go in with the Crazy Shimmery shade and just pat it on top. Okay, next step is lips. So for lips, I haven't done... So for lips, you know I love... So for lips, you know I love the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Velour Liquid Lipsticks, but as you all know, I have heaps of them, and there are lots that I haven't even tried out or even swatched on myself. So these 3 that I picked up are from the Chrome collection, and I haven't used any of them at all, because I'm drawn to this colour, but I feel like that would be too much for the eyes. This might be too pale, but I like this one. I think this one will go really well. This is Family Jewels, and then this one is Butt Naked, and this is You Better Work. So these 2 I might save for another look. Probably go in with Family Jewels. So I'm not sure if I mentioned this in... So I'm not sure if I mentioned this throughout the whole video, but this week I have a special guest coming back, and it's one of the guests that I already had on my channel. And what we're going to do is we're going to test out different foundation. I have samples of foundations from high-end to drugstore. A lot of them aren't in our shades, but we're going to test them out just for the purpose of its consistency, its wear, its quality, and if it's worth buying. Even if the color doesn't work out for us, it's just we're gonna judge it by those other standards there. So yeah, just watch out for that video, because it'll be up at the end of the week or even next week. Not exactly sure, but I do have a lot of foundation that is very hyped up as of right now, a lot of samples from them, and also a lot of favorites, like drugstore favorites as well. So I can't wait to film that and for you guys to see it. Anyways, back to the lips. I let it dry down enough so I can see the true color. And yeah, I really like this shade. For a second I thought it was going to be a bit too pinky, like mauvey, because the bottle kind of gave it, in real life it looks a bit more pinky than red in this bottle, but it looks good on the lip. So the final step here is to set my face, and instead of using my all-time favorites, the Urban Decay setting spray as well as the Gerard Cosmetics Slay All Day, I'm gonna use one that I haven't used in a while, and that is the Mecca Max Maximum Security Makeup Setting Spray. And I liked it. I like the smell. I just wish I was able to get the bigger size. And I said that I didn't like the component itself because it gave out a weird spray. It wasn't like a fine mist. So yeah, I'm just gonna use this one and see how it goes. And then in this very moment, Henry realized he fucked up.